Hey everybody, welcome to a live broadcast from the training room. Get this camera situated so y'all can see what's going on. Alright, we're going to try this again and hopefully we won't have no mishaps or oops and nonsense. Now where is my uncoupler? I'll just use this for now. Let's give this a try. Alright, I'm going to do the car count with this. I'm going to do a prototypical run on how this actually goes. Hopefully I won't have no mess ups. So let's see how this goes. 245. About 5 cars to make a join. 4 cars. 3 cars. Car and a half. About 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. That will do. Get it up 6 inches. That will do. Red zone. 245. I'm gonna clear the red zone. Shove about a car and a half to make a join. About 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. That will do. Pin it up 1 foot. That will do. Red zone. .245, clear the red zone. We're going to shove about half a car length. Make a joint on the backstop. Shove into the backstop. .20 feet. 10 feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that will do. Red zone. .245, clear the red zone. Drag about 4 cars top of the switch. Four cars. Three cars. About 2 cars. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that will do. 245. I have a PLG. We're going to shove. We're going to shove about 8 cars, maybe 9 to make a join. 8 or 9 on a join. Correction. 245. Shove. Shove about 9 cars top of the switch. We're going to go over here first. We're not going to make that join back there. We're going to make this join over here. 9 cars top of the switch. Seven cars. Yeah. Six cars. Three cars. 2 cars. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. That will do. $245. I have a PLG. We're going to shove about 2 cars, maybe 3 to make a join. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10 feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that will do. Red zone. Knock the brake off this car, knock the brake off this car. 245. Clear, shove about a half a car to the dirt pile. Shove it close to the dirt pile. $20 feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, that will do. Red zone. Knock the brake off this car. Now, I make this join down here. Now I got to make the join down here on the other end. So all the car counts are going to be from this end. $245. Red zone clear. Shove. About 6 cars to make a join. 6 cars on a join. Five cars. Four cars. 3 cars. 2 cars. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10 feet. 5. Uh-oh. 4, 3, 2, and that will do. Red zone. $245. Clear the red zone. I have a PLG on the eyes on the move. Now, when I say eyes on the move, I now have the eye of the move. So I'm down here now. Be mindful, there's two people doing this job. One is down here clearing the switch and doing the car count from this end. The other person is making the join on the other end. So he has two car counts going on at the same time to clear the switch and make the join. So the guy on the engine will know that we're making the join, but we're also clearing the switch. So it's kind of complicated. So he's hearing two car counts, but he already know which one is the most important car count. The car count on the join, then the car count on the PLG, the line to switch. Now I got the eye on the move, and I'm going to tell him 245, I have a PLG, we're going to shove in the clear. I'm going to give the car count back to him because he's going to make the drag. We're going to drag up. I got the shove, he has the drag. So he's going to drag up to the top of this switch to make this next move. 245, drag about 5 cars top of the switch. Then I'm going to say 245, shove in the clear. He's going to take over the car count now. 245, 4 cars. Three cars. Two cars. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. That will do. When I get to a certain point, when I get to the curve, I have to give a car count to the switch. So I have to let him know how far we are off that switch. So we're 6 cars off that switch. When I get here, I want to give him an 8 car count. 245, 8 cars from the top of the switch. So that lets him know how much room he has. This is prototypical what we did our car counts. So this is actually how it went. $245, I have a PLG. We're gonna shove about 3 cars to make a join. Two cars. Car and a half. 1 car. About a half. 20 feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that will do. Red zone. Knock the brake off this car. Knock the brake off this car, knock the brake off this car, and knock the brake off this car. There's one more thing I forgot to mention. We also got to pull the chocks. All these rail cars have chocks on them. Only 1 chock per car. You only have to put it on one side, one end of the car, depending on the area. So we always put a chock on each car when we spot. Another thing, we always shove to make sure that car is on the chock so that it won't move, and then we tie it down. So my question to all of you, how many brakes can you put on a car? How many brakes can you put on the car? Anybody can answer that question? All right. 2:45, we clear the red zone. We're going to drag out. When I say drag out and we're clear, the guy on the eye of the move now is on the front of the, he's up here. I asked, how many brakes can you put on a car, on a rail car or engine? So I got the move, eye of the move, and I have the call. 2:45, drag out. About 8 cars, 9 cars, top of the switch. So we're gonna slowly drag out. I got the drag, shove. The guy on the end is gonna call the drag. 2:45, I have 6 cars to the switch. $2:45, 5 cars, 4 cars, 3 cars, 2 cars, about a car and a half, 1 car. And this is where I will tell him, either I stop the train to line the switch, or I give a clear that the train is good to drive, to continue to drag. I will say the switch is lined, continue dragging to the next, either to the next switch or a next road crossing. Any obstruction of that line, I need to let him know so he can stop. And the switch was lined, so I would say something like 2:45, the switch is lined, continue to drag or shove. And that's pretty much it. And that is how this goes. Always remember, there is a shove and a drag. One person doing the call on one end, one person doing the call on the other end. The guy on the engine has to make sure to listen to what we're saying. So that's pretty much how this goes. So let's put these cars back where they belong. Lenny, you should know that question. How many brakes are on a rail car engine? How many brakes? How many brakes are on a rail car? And I guess that's gonna do it for the night. I gotta do some more work. I gotta put the another line in, and at the same time pull up some stuff. So I hope this was informative and fun for you. I'll be back in the morning, depending on what I've got done. So thank you all for coming. Drawing a blank. Think about it. Count how many brakes are on the car already. Hey, how you doing? You got the automatic, which is the air. You got the manual, which is the flywheel. And the third brake is you chalk the wheels. Good night, John. Thank you for coming. You always chalk the wheels. That's the third brake. You chalk it. Right? Right. That's your third brake. Chalk the wheels. Or chalk in car on a rail. And you never use steel, you use wood to chalk a rail car. Or plastic, rubber, or rubber chalk. They got rid of the steel chalks because it was tearing up the flange on the rail car. So it's either wood or plastic rubber chalk. All right, guys. I'm going to ask y'all again this question later on this weekend and see if anybody remember that. All right, guys, let me go. Thank y'all for coming. And, oh, yeah, definitely I am. I've been out of it for 13 years, so I need to go back. All right, guys, let me get on out of here. Thank y'all for coming, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.